Mercedes reportedly are writing off the 2023 W14 already. You may ask, why? The W14 has just raced the first round, and the heads back at Mercedes headquarters are disappointed. Not only were Lewis and George massively off pace, they were beaten by a midfield team, which finished 7th in last year's constructors tally. Tough year for Mercedes. It's a loud and resounding opinion many have about the 2023 season for Mercedes. At Bahrain, the season's opening race, they were beaten on pace by Red Bull, Ferrari, Aston Martin. It's the loss to Aston Martin that's increasing the pressure within the Mercedes camp, as the Silverstone outfit purchases the power unit, gearbox and rear suspension from the German outfit. Yet, the MR23 outpaced the works team. How did that happen? Well, the aerodynamic concept is the reason. Mechanically, both the W14 and the MR23 are very similar, as Lewis Hamilton did mention that the Aston Martin car is 50% Mercedes. Yet, Fernando Alonso finished 11.5 seconds in front of Lewis Hamilton, the leading Mercedes at the Bahrain Grand Prix. How was Aston Martin able to achieve that? It was the aerodynamic concept which allowed the MR23 to be such a pacey car. The MR23 has a similar aerodynamic principle to that of the Red Bulls. Dan Fallows coming into the Silverstone outfit, with the knowledge he gained from Red Bull under the technical expertise of Adrian Newey, helped create the MR23. And after just one race, many think that Mercedes are out of championship contention this season. And with all in front of us, it is evident that Mercedes has started the 2023 season off with the wrong concept, the narrow side pods concept. It's not just myself or some people out there saying, hey, Mercedes has to change something to get back to winning ways. No, we are not the only people saying that. Key figures within the Mercedes camp, George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, and Toto Wolff suggested that the concept within the W14 is not working. After the struggles with the W13, they did win the Brazilian Grand Prix. Therefore, with the same mindset, the team of engineers wanted to give the concept one more go, and it has not worked out for them, as it was evident at Bahrain. Toto Wolff, after the qualifying session at Bahrain, said that the team is essentially going to throw the W14's concept in the bin and try something new. Many have been questioning the team on whether they have made a mistake by not moving towards Red Bull's concept. And it's not that simple to answer. There is something within the W14's concept, something within the data the engineers are seeing, which shows that there exists untapped potential. But the rest of the grid essentially do not think the same, as they have moved towards the Ferrari or the Red Bull Aero concept. It is obvious that Mercedes has made a mistake. It's because it is evident that the team has taken a step backwards with the W14, while most of the other team have taken steps forwards with their 2023 cars, especially Aston Martin. When you compare their performance over the 2022 and 2023 seasons, the team has gained nearly 2 seconds of lap time by adopting the Red Bull concept. Everyone widely expected the main problem within the Mercedes concept was porpoising, and they believe that if they can engineer out the porpoising, the car would be faster. Lewis Hamilton's come out and said driving a race without the porpoising was a positive to take, but the problem is that the car is slow. One thing to note is that, if you are to copy a team's design without the full understanding, then you won't be able to make a step forward to get your hands on the championship. And it is something Mike Elliott has spoken about. Elliott did say that the team ran different concepts in the wind tunnel, but their current concept is favoring them the most. George Russell made some comments, which was actually betting off Mercedes and the W14. Russell said, Red Bull have got this championship sewn up. I don't think anyone will be fighting with them this year. They should win every single race this year, is my bet. They've got it easy at the moment. They can do what they like. They might not be on pole all the time because we know Ferrari are very competitive in qualifying, but when it comes to race pace, they're in a very strong position. This is the second season for George Russell with Mercedes, and he has thrown the team under the bus right away. We get it. Mercedes was dominating for 8 straight years, and when Russell joins, they are not at that dominating place. That's got to be hurting him and frustrating him a lot. Right after the Bahrain Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton had made some statements, which actually shocked a lot of people. While he did offer some encouragement for the team, he also said that the team did not listen to him. At BBC Checkered Flag podcast after the Bahrain Grand Prix, Hamilton said, last year, there were things I told them. I said the issues that are with the car. I've driven so many cars in my life, so I know what a car needs. I know what a car doesn't need. I think it's really about accountability. It's about owning up and saying, yeah, you know what? We didn't listen to you. It's not where it needs to be and we've got to work, he said. We've got to look into the balance through the corners, look at all the weak points, and just huddle up as a team. That's what we do. Hamilton is definitely frustrated, and I would say more than George Russell is. And I can understand why. Hamilton has always been handed a car which is able to fight for race wins and championships right out of the bag. After the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, he has been eager to take the challenge back to Max Verstappen and win his 8 Drivers' Championship. Lewis is directly mentioning the decisions taken by the engineers are wrong. Hamilton did not mention specifically about what need changing, but he has always stressed the team selection of the car's side pods. So, the narrow side pod design might be something that Lewis might have suggested on another design, and the team not agreeing with him. Going one step further, Toto Wolff assessed the W14 and said that the car won't likely be competitive at all for the rest of the 2023 season. And he did request the team to make radical changes and to consider other concepts and development paths for the team to take. I don't think this package is going to be competitive eventually, Wolff told media. We gave it our best go over the winter, and now we just need to all regroup, sit down with the engineers, who are totally not dogmatic about anything. There are no holy cows, and decide what is the development direction that we want to pursue in order to be competitive to win races. It's not only like last year that you're scoring many podiums and eventually you get there. I'm sure we can win races this season, but it's really the mid and long term that we need to look at and which decisions we need to take. The moment comes when the stopwatch comes out, and that showed us that it's simply not good enough. We never got enough downforce. There are rumors spreading, suggesting that Toto Wolff has fired an ultimatum towards the technical team to improve the W14. One thing you may have in your mind, a big question as to why are key figures at Mercedes so much under pressure with the underperforming W14? Well, there has been a lot happening, which you might not be aware of, which is increasing the pressure within the Mercedes camp. First, this is Lewis last year at Mercedes. As of now, they have a contract negotiation on hold with Hamilton, as the Brit wants to see how the W14 performs before inking the contract. Second, the team believes that they have poured more than 2 years of development on this project. The 2022 season, then 2022 winter break, and the majority of 2021 as well. So, they want to see results for the resources spent. The third, and the major reason I think is troubling Mercedes. It's none other than the Mercedes headquarters. Headquarters has issued a warning to the Racing Works team to show improvements, and if not, Headquarters is ready to switch their attention from the Mercedes Works team to its customer team, Aston Martin. It is even rumored that, if this indeed happens, the best engines of Mercedes will be supplied to Aston Martin and not Mercedes. All of this surely are not good news for the Brackley-based squad. Now, I guess you understand why Mercedes are under so much pressure, and why they are even ready to give up of the W14's current concept. Toto Wolff was so much patient in the 2022 season, but after just one race in 2023, he wants the W14 concept scrapped, and he wants the team to deliver, as he wants the team to win, not to pick up the pieces. Hamilton and Russell are desperate to get back to the front. Wolff believes that Jeddah will be much better than Bahrain, as he believes the Jeddah Corniche circuit will suit the W14 more, and believes that the planned upgrades for Jeddah will mark a step forward. But can they come up with a car which is competitive under the current cost cap rules? Can Mercedes turn the W14 into a Red Bull challenging package? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section down below. And on your way down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified of our future uploads to keep yourselves up to date about the 2023 Formula 1 season.